Hello, my dear children. Today we are going to see chapter 9 from history. Okay, so the chapter name is the making of regional cultures. So, what is the chapter name? The making of regional cultures. The making of regional cultures. So, we are going to see about regional cultures in today's chapter. Okay. So first, as you all know, India is a vast country, right? We are studied in civics. India is a vast country, big country with variety of food and it is rich in tradition, culture, language, food, clothes, poetry, dances, music, paintings, and also we tend to associate with each region. So in each region we have different type of tradition, culture, language, food, cloth, everything is different in each area in India. Okay. So that only we say as unity in diversity, because we have many differences, many variety of culture inside our India. Even though we remain unity, we remain following our unity. Okay. Next, these traditions and cultures are intermixed. These traditions and cultures are intermixed. Thus, some traditions appear specific to some region and others seem to be similar across region. So, in some tradition that they will follow that tradition only in that place, and in some in whole India they may follow. So, some it's like older practice, they take a new form in new other region, and some is like they making the older practices and somewhere that take form a new form, new type of practice. So it's like intermixed, all the traditions and cultures or something, it is intermixed. Okay. Then the Chera kingdom of Mahodayapuram. The Chera kingdom of Mahodayapuram, that is one of the best example for the connection between language and region. So what is the best example place that shows the connection between language and region? Mahodayapuram, that is a Chera kingdom. Okay, dear children, Malayalam was spoken in this area and it was used as an official language by Chera kingdom. So what was the language spoken in Mahodayapuram? Malayalam, and that was spoken in the area and that was used as an official language for the Chera kingdom. So what is the official language of the Chera kingdom? Malayalam. Next, in some regions, regional cultures grew around religious traditions. So in some place, regional culture that will be like around religious tradition. We follow the religious tradition in that place. Okay. The best example of this process is the cult of Jagannatha, Vishnu, it's a form of Vishnu at Puri and Orissa. Okay. So best example for this process, like regional culture that are linked with religious tradition. Before we one point we have seen regional culture with language. Now we are seeing regional culture with religious practice. For that best example is cult of Jagannatha at Puri. Okay. Next, Anandavarman, the ruler of Ganga dynasty, decided to erect a temple for Purushottama Jagannath at Puri. So who, my dear children? Anandavarman is the ruler of Ganga dynasty. He decided to make temple for Purushottama Jagannath at Puri. Okay, so who decided to make this temple? Anandavarman. Okay, next. Ananaka Bhima III this dedicated his kingdom to the deity and proclaimed himself as the deputy of the god. So he dedicated his kingdom to the deity. Okay. And next, all those who conquered Orissa, such as Mughals, the Marathas and English East India Company, first they attempted to take the control over the temple. So they thought like if we have take the control over the temple, then it will be easy to make understand the local people and make the local people accept them. Okay. Next, Rajasthan was called Rajputana by the British. So Rajasthan was called as Rajputana by the British. Why they called Rajasthan as Rajputana? Because they thought that this was an area that was inhabited mainly by Rajputs. Okay. So they called that place as Rajputana. But there were another people other than Rajputs, there were many other people also. But that place is famous for Rajput, so that it was called as Rajputana. Okay. The state of Rajasthan was ruled by various Rajput families. So state of Rajasthan that was ruled by various Rajput families. Okay. Prithviraj was such ruler. Prithviraj was one such ruler. Okay. Next. Then stories about Rajput heroes were recorded in poems, songs. So this was recited by specially trained people. Okay. So stories about Rajput heroes were recorded in poems, songs. Then this was recited by specially trained people. Ordinary people were also attracted by these stories and they often depicted dramatic situations and a range of strong emotions like loyalty, friendship, love, valor, anger, etc. Okay. Then women are also depicted as following their heroic husbands in both life and death. Okay, like they will be serving their husbands when they are living and also when their husbands died. They have to die along with the husband burial. That means the husband is burnt after the death, right? So these wives have to jump into that fire and they also have to die along the husband. Okay. Next, Kathak. Kathak was associated with several parts of North India. So the term Kathak is derived from the word Katha, which means story. So the word Kathak is a form of dance. Okay, dance. So this Kathak was derived from the word Katha. So Katha means story. Katha means story. In Tamil we say as Kadai, right? That means story. So Kathak. So that is originally a caste of storytellers in temple of North India. So it's like a Kathaks were originally a caste of storytellers in temple of North India. So with how they tell story with gestures and some songs and they will like dance and so they will express the story in the form of dance. Okay. So that also, Kathak also started spreading Bhakti movement. So dedicating their dance to God, then explaining the God story in the form of dance. So they did like that. The legends of Radha Krishna were enacted in folk plays called Rasa Leela. So Rasa Leela, that means explaining the story of Radha Krishna through dance. Okay. Under Mughal emperors, Kathak was performed in the court. Okay, under Mughal emperor, this Kathak was performed in the court. Okay, so it developed in two traditions. One in the court of Rajasthan and other in Lucknow. Okay, next miniature painting, small painting. Okay, that was developed in different ways. Miniature means small sized painting that are generally done in watercolor on cloth or paper. The earliest miniature were on palm leaves or wood. The Mughal emperors Akbar, Jahangir and Shah Jahan, they patronized highly skilled painters. They have awarded highly skilled painters. In the court of Deccan and Rajput courts of Rajasthan, miniature painting developed their distinctive characters. So miniature painting is very famous during that time. Themes from mythology and poetry were depicted at centers such as Mewar, Jodhpur, Bundi, Kota and Krishnaghat. Miniature painting attracted the state of Himachal Pradesh, developed a bold and intensive style called Basoli. Okay, so style is there, Basoli, that is famous with this miniature painting. Then language, Bengali, that originated from Sanskrit. So the language Bengali was originated from Sanskrit, but later on developed its own identity and literature. Okay. From 16th century, people migrated in large numbers from less fertile Western Bengal to the forested and marshy regions of southeastern Bengal. So what happened from 16th century, since that Western Bengal place is less fertile, many people they migrated, they moved to the forested and marshy regions of southeastern Bengal. So they moved from Western Bengal to southeastern Bengal. Then the cult of Pir became popular in Bengal. Okay, and their shrines can be found here. Many temples were constructed in Bengal and local deities began to worship in temples. Like local gods, they have begun to worship in temples. And fish and rice are the two important foods of Bengalis. So what are the two important food for Bengalis? Fish and rice. Okay. Even Brahmanas of Bengal, they eat fish. So even Brahmanas of Bengal also they eat fish. Okay, dear children. So thank you children. So that's all for today's video. So today we have seen about the making of regional cultures. In that first we have seen about how India is a vast country with different type of tradition, food, clothes and etc. And after that we have seen with some examples how region and language connected, and then how religious cultures and regional cultures are interconnected. Then we have seen some examples of miniature paintings and Kathak dance, and next we have seen, and finally we have seen about Bengal. Okay, so see this video once again, you will understand everything clearly. So thank you children, have a nice day.